Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Constantinople Up. Today we're here again in Hearts of Iron 4. We're not in Millennium Dawn, if you can believe it today. We're just going to be playing around with the formable nations in Waking the Tiger. Now I had this idea when I was coming up with the idea to create every single formable nation in the world at the same time, and I thought, man, this would be a good one. So what we have here is Byzantium and the Ottoman Empire, and then we have neutral little Ecuador who controls Constantinople or Istanbul. Now what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be having Byzantium and the Ottoman Empire fight over Istanbul or Constantinople, whichever one wins, that'll be the name. Basically what we're going to have is we're going to have Byzantium and Ottoman Empire both declare war on Ecuador, which is the neutral country, and then we'll have them both declare war on each other. One will win out over the other, take the city, and then conquer the other. Now whichever one conquers the other and the city first wins. I chose Ecuador because it's so far away that hopefully these countries won't get distracted and try to invade it. I mean, it's got to be too far away for them to even reach it, right? Please. And same thing for Ecuador to try to make an invasion into the Ottoman Empire, Byzantium or something. That would be ridiculous. But I think it's far enough away to where it won't get into any of our business over here. So, it's March 1st, 1936. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. Alright, they're both at war with Ecuador now. Now all I have to do is declare war on each other. Alright, they're both at war with Ecuador and each other. Let the best empire win. I would just like to also point out that I balanced the number of factories and the number of troops right before we started. So what we should see first happening here is both countries' troops running to the border. And it looks like the Turks were the first ones to capture Constantinople, but they only have one little cavalry division so far. This could flip back at any moment. So the Turks are reinforcing Constantinople. They do hold it right now. I didn't really mess with the navies, so I think that Greece probably has, or Byzantium probably has a bigger navy. The rest of Byzantium's army seems to be just sitting around in Greece, holding it, protecting it. Same thing with the Ottomans. A lot of troops are just guarding cities and ports, probably to protect them from the Ecuadorian threat across the world. It looks like the Turkish submarine fleet really destroyed, or did a big number, on the Byzantine fleet. They only have 56 ships here. Before they had quite a bit more. Now it's gotta be said, I do actually very much thoroughly enjoy the new war sounds and the gun sounds in the background and the screaming sounds. They're pretty good, jeez. Now the Turks do seem to be getting an upper hand here. Part of it was because they very quickly raced across to capture Constantinople before the Byzantines did. The Byzantines took a little bit more time. Also, the Byzantines aren't putting enough divisions on the front line like they should be. But they do look like they're holding somewhat of a defense on this line now. Oh, Ethiopia was annexed. Congratulations. So far for casualties, we have 9,000 dead Ottomans and 6,000 dead Byzantines. It looks like the Byzantines are actually a little bit ahead on factories now. Oh, that's really bad. That might show what's to come here. If this war doesn't turn around, this might be what the whole war looks like. Oh man, and he was saved. That division was saved. So, oh, wait, hold on. They created a faction? I probably should have turned on no factions, but it looks like the Ottomans and the Turks created a faction together, the Ottoman Empire Coalition. Now that begs the question, will Byzantium bring anybody into a faction as well? It looks like the Turks outmaneuvered the Byzantines diplomatically and militarily, for the most part here. And they're probably just going to be holding down in Greece until the whole thing collapses. There is an Ottoman surrounded, but that's not going to last that long. And this guy isn't attacking into it, so he's not dying. Oh, I thought that was a person joining Byzantium's faction, but no, we just have the Spanish Civil War. I mean, this might have been a quick one, but it did, I guess, answer the question. In 1936, if Byzantium and the Ottomans were restored, who would have been able to take Constantinople if it was owned by Ecuador? The question that everyone has been wanting to know the answer to for years. It looked like for a while the Byzantines were putting up quite the resistance to the Romanians, but now the front line is very much capitulating. The Byzantines have lost quite a lot of divisions from encirclements over in Greece, so it's probably not going to recover from this. Byzantine and Romanian fleets are clashing right outside of Athens, and it won't be long until the Romanian army reaches. It looks like the Romanians, though, have done most of the work in this war, and Athens has fallen. Rest in peace. Byzantium joined the Ottoman Empire Coalition. Oh, that would never happen in real life, but it looks like it's because it's a puppet, and it's just Crete. So the entire thing has gone to the Ottoman Empire. Romania didn't even get anything. Alright, let's try this again, but let's try it with no factions on. Alright, so I've got it set up again to where this time there are no factions. Kingdom of Romania and the Ottomans can't work together this time. Alright, everyone's at war. Let's see how this goes down the second time. Looks like Ottomans will get Constantinople first again, but the Byzantines have a much faster response and a lot more divisions, and they've retaken it as well and surrounded a Turk. It actually looks like most of the Byzantine army is down here, and the Ottomans have officially lost their first division. But will Byzantium actually be able to push past Constantinople and into Turkey? That's a different question. Also, right after I did this, Byzantium just built a ton more divisions. So they're probably actually ahead of Turkey at this point in division count, although Turkey does have another pretty large army on its way. A lot more divisions now on both sides of the water. Constantinople is still technically held by the Byzantines this time. Here are the casualties for this war. Quite a difference than last time even. 30,000 dead Ottomans, 4,000 dead Byzantines. The army size for the Ottomans now is 36. And the Byzantines, it's 36 as well. Wow, they're exactly the same. 61 factories for the Byzantines at this point, and 57 factories for the Ottomans. Both of these guys are keeping the same amount of divisions on each side of the water, and neither of them are getting anywhere. What they're going to have to do is a naval invasion, which I don't think either of them are planning. By the way, Kingdom of Hungary has declared war on Austria as well. I think they're going to be doing Austria-Hungary over there. Yes, they have. They've gone down to take Austria by force. Well, for the second try, I'm going to have to say this is a Byzantine victory because they're the ones holding the city and neither country can get the edge over each other. So this one's going to have to go to the Byzantines. It's 1-1. Alright, here's our third war. Let's see who'll win. Again, the Ottomans take Constantinople first, but will they be able to reinforce it? They have gotten a second division through, third division through. This one looks like it might be a little bit more even. An Ottoman division was cut off at this port over here, Burgas, but they should be able to take off if they are pushed out. The Turkish forces are being pushed back in Thrace. They still hold Constantinople though, and it's going to be a hard time for them to lose it. If the Greeks take it from the Ottomans here, I'm definitely going to have to call it for the Greeks. Oh, they almost took it, but the Ottomans reinforced with about 7 divisions. That was extremely close, and now the Ottomans are making another push. Now the Byzantines have reinforced the border as well. They don't have just 3 divisions anymore. 14,000 Ottomans and 8,000 Byzantines dead so far. Not as bad as that previous game. And there's our little Spanish Civil War, jeez. For the third time. The Ottoman push is continuing, but they need to be very careful that they do not get encircled. They're not taking very much coastline in Greece. They're mostly just going inland. And that gives the Byzantines a really good opportunity to cut them off if they wanted. Oh, there we go. That's not good for the Byzantines. They've officially just lost a division from an encirclement. This could be 2 more dead Byzantine divisions right here. Oh, they were just saved. Wow, and they've actually encircled instead. Oh, it's just a mashup of encirclements, people re-encircling each other. But these 2 divisions could be safe because of this naval base, but at the same time, they're going to have to get through here if they want to get back. And there are large Turkish navies guarding the way. Oh, wow, the Byzantines might actually make an incredible encirclement here if they take Burgas. And they have. If all of these guys aren't able to escape this and they all... Oh, well, there we go. The Ottomans have again reversed it, and the Byzantines have again unreversed it. It's just going to keep going back and forth. This is very exciting. These Turks up here do hold Varna, though, so they will have some supply. So far, 33 divisions and 17 military factories for Byzantium, 37 divisions and 38 factories for Turkey. And the Turkish pocket was saved. There's been multiple times where it looked like the Turkish line was about to completely collapse, but then they made a small comeback somewhere and the entire thing gets revived. But it does look like the Byzantine front line is bigger and stronger with more divisions, but I can't be too sure about that. Oh, this is actually a really good encirclement right here, if the Byzantines can keep this up. Yes, they're suffering attrition. Actually, a lot of these divisions look like they're about to die. They will not be taking this city. That is 6 Turkish divisions that will be dead here. And it's over there. Byzantium has called Kingdom of Romania as their ally. Wait a minute. Italy declared war? I mean, there are no factions. There's no factions. I guess Romania guaranteed Byzantium. And the Italians declared war on Byzantium. Wow. Alright, Mussolini. That's not really breaking the no factions rule. At least Romania... Oh, wait. Byzantium is accepted to join the new faction, although the faction should have been deleted. Yes, it was. So the Italians are coming. The German Reich. Romania, at the very least, will not be participating in the war against the Ottomans, but it does look like the Italians are going to be giving Byzantium quite a hard time. And look, they did a naval invasion into Central Macedonia. Rest in peace, jeez. Every time that there was some sort of small or even semi-large Byzantine victory, somehow the Turks or just world events turned it around. More and more Byzantine strongholds fall every day. Jeez. Once Athens falls, though, it'll be over, and the Italians are starting to get there. Looks like they have a tank pretty close. This one division won't be able to hold it back. And Athens is gone. Byzantium was annexed. This is the peace deal. Romania is still at war with Italy, but that probably won't last long. But it looks like Turkey got... Actually, some of these states are still controlled a little bit by Turkey for some reason. I guess I just need to wait for Romania to capitulate. But anyways, boys, I guess 2 out of 3 times the Ottomans won, but that 1 out of 3 times the Byzantines won. You guys make up your mind who you guys really thought did better. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but you could make arguments for both, I think. Anyways, guys, make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.